Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson will let edifying. Right? And this one here basically is Israel is the Lord's saints. Right? The children of Israel is the Lord's saints, right? And we know of the election, which is Israel, there is also a election of the election, which is the elect, right? The 144,000 and the multitude, that would be saved and redeemed in this time and would all actually follow Yahweh till the end, you know. Or basically this lesson going into Israel being the saints, starting off with this precept in Psalms 148, right? And as simple as this lesson is, it wouldn't be long, but it it would bring to your mind that basically the saints of the Lord could only be Israelites, and the heathens wouldn't have that play. The heathens wouldn't have you know, no ties there, because the scriptures say, even Moab they can't enter into the congregation even to the 10th generation, you know. And also I'll bring the account where these heathens wanted to actually build with Israel, and in the time of Maccabees, and our forefathers said no, we don't want Allah coming and building the house of the Lord with us. And same thing in this time, because we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua building back the fallen tabernacle of David, that's a spiritual house building right now. So we don't want the heathens is not to come and be invited into this, building. No, they're not invited, no invitation, you know. And we're gonna keep the same ways of our forefathers are old, right? And we're not gonna be like these Christians and these sellouts and bugouts who include the heathens, right? That's why even the Lord said, don't go unto the Samaritans, but go unto the children of Israel, because in that time the Lord know it was the heathens day, or his people wasn't amongst there, you know. And he said, I am sent but unto only the lost sheep of the flock of Israel. That's roughly paraphrasing Psalms. And basically, reason we go and we preach to the Gentiles, because they are our people that may look like the other nations, but they are the father, go back to our Israelite man. So they are Israelites that look like the heathen. He might look like a so-called white man, he might look like a so-called Chinese man, he might look like a so-called Elamite, but when it's his father's lineage, he's a Jake. So the seed of Jake continued, and so yeah, that's why we are scattered amongst the heathen. Right, Psalms 148 has started 13. Let them praise the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, not the whole everybody in the world, right? And that to show you how the philosophy of these Christians is pure madness, because the scripture in second Ezra says that the world to come is gonna be for few. This world here being made for many. Look at amongst heathens in power and rulership, you know. But the world to come is gonna be few. The only people who's gonna exalt it, Isaiah, I think is Micah 4 and 1. Yeah, Micah 4 and 1. I think it's Isaiah 4 and 1. So yes, bear with me. No, it's Micah. Micah 4 and 1, where it was speaking of the mountain and the house of the Lord going to be established on top of the mountains, whereby Israel going to be established upon the on top of all these governmental structures that is now. You know, but let me not go too far, straight too far from the point. Right, back at the Psalms 148. Right. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Let's read that in the NLT. It says, he has made his people strong. Yeah, because right now, it's just the beginning of his people standing up, starting from the elect. Because we know the scriptures so, and after the consumption, the remnant gonna return. So it's not the whole house of Israel, although the house of Israel be as the sand of the sea. A remnant alone is gonna be, return unto the Lord. It's honoring his faithful ones. And this here, this faithful ones, wow. Who has faith? Wisdom of Solomon, it was given unto them. The ones with feet from the womb. Right there. Solomon 1 and 15. It's a so that where is it? Right. Or Sirach 1:14. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. Right, which goes back into the elect. Wherefore the precept Jeremiah 1 and 5 says, before I formed thee in the belly I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. And sanctified basically going back into the same word. It relates unto the saints now. To be sanctified, it goes into a saint. Let's get the meaning of sanctified. Right, Jeremiah 1 and 5 into the interliner. Let's read it in the NLT. First, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart, and sanctified to set apart, that you mean, and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. Right? And Jeremiah, represents the prophets. Right? To consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate, be hallowed, be holy, be sanctified, be separate, to be set apart. Right? To be holy, to be honored, to be treated as sacred, and the list just goes on. Right? So now let's get the Psalms and go into the word saint. So basically, that is something that already predestined. Saint. Right? Strong is Hasid. Faithful, kind, godly, holy one. Yeah. Faithful ones. Yeah. So as you see this, so let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people, the saints. Thou art a saint unto the Lord thy power. The Lord had, Lord thy power, chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yes. You know, soon to the children of Israel. And to back that up, 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who had called you out of the marvelous, out of the darkness into the marvelous light. And how are we showing forth that praises? Is through this wisdom. That's why it's saying Deuteronomy 4:6, through the use this the Lord's statutes and commandments. Right, Deuteronomy 4 and verses 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as Yahweh Hashem Yahushai my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So no matter what land in you being an Israelite, you ought to follow the patterns of your forefathers. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. So you see, what is your wisdom and your understanding? Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, what Yahweh so nigh unto them? As Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, our power is in all that we call upon him for. Amos, Amos 3 and verses 1. Hear the word that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had spoken against you, children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Yeah. That is why our people under this stage, because it's us alone, and because of iniquity is punishing us. Sirach 17:17. For in the division of the nations, the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. Yeah. He set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion, whom being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline. With what discipline? The Lord's statute and commandment. And giving him the light of his love, doth not forsake him. Psalms 32 and 9. Deuteronomy 32 and 9. It says, for the Lord's portion is his people. Let's see. And this is basically another precept to back up the Sirach 17:17. Where it speak of a separation of the nations. So you see the gospel that they all want to preach, although everybody is equal and all these things is pure madness. Deuteronomy 32:8, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, division, dividing, separation. When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Oh, how more plain you all want it to be, Second is 5 and 24. Right. or more plain. It's of all the lands of the whole world thou art chosen the one pit, and of all the flowers thou thereof one lily. And of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled the one river, and of all builded cities thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all flowers that are created thou hast named the one dove, and of all the cattle that are made thou hast provided the one sheep. And all simultaneous for the children of Israel. And among all the multitudes of people thou hast gotten the one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest thou gavest a law that is approved of all. Right? Yeah, pa. So let's get the book of right. Second Ezra 3 and verses 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know thee beside Israel? And we just read the amost of all the families of the earth, the Lord only know Israel. Or what generation had so believed thy covenants as Jacob? Yeah, he shewed his word unto Jacob, his Lord's statutes and commandment unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any other nation. Psalm the 147 and from the 19th verse. And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit, for I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Look, in all these nations they've set up their idol gods. Jeremiah 2 and 11, hath the nation changed their gods, but I yet no gods. But yet they hide the true name of the Heavenly Father and all these things. You know? Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwelleth the world. And so shall thy name no more be nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon earth had not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. And hopefully this lesson was edifying. That belongs to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salute to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. All praises, all glory, all honor unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Akakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.